Have you ever wondered how millions of shiitake mushrooms are grown and harvested in Japan? Join us as we dive into the fascinating world of forest farming and uncover the secrets behind this remarkable process. Welcome to our forest farming documentary on the cultivation of shiitake mushrooms in Japan. Today, we'll explore the forests where these mushrooms flourish and reveal the traditional and modern techniques used by Japanese farmers. Shiitake mushrooms have been cultivated in Japan for centuries. The history of shiitake farming is deeply rooted in Japanese culture and tradition. Originally, these mushrooms grew wild in the forests of Japan. People discovered that shiitake mushrooms thrive on fallen oak logs. They began to collect these mushrooms for food and medicine. Over time, farmers learned how to cultivate shiitake mushrooms more efficiently. They developed methods to grow them on purpose rather than just foraging. This marked the beginning of shiitake farming as we know it today. In the Edo period, around the 17th century, Japanese farmers started to use specific techniques to grow shiitake mushrooms. They would cut oak logs and create small holes or cuts in them. Then they placed the logs in shaded, humid areas of the forest to encourage mushroom growth. This traditional method is still used today and is known as log cultivation. It relies on natural conditions and minimal human intervention, which makes it environmentally friendly. The popularity of shiitake mushrooms grew, not just in Japan but around the world. Their rich umami flavor and health benefits made them a sought-after ingredient in many dishes. Shiitake mushrooms are known for boosting the immune system, reducing inflammation, and having anti-cancer properties. In modern times, the methods for cultivating shiitake mushrooms have evolved. While traditional log cultivation is still popular, new techniques using sawdust and indoor farming have been developed. These methods allow for a more controlled environment, increasing yield and efficiency. However, the essence of shiitake farming remains the same. It is a blend of ancient knowledge and modern innovation, respecting nature while meeting the demands of today's world. Shiitake mushroom farming is a significant part of Japan's agricultural heritage. It reflects the country's respect for nature and commitment to sustainable practices. The story of shiitake farming is not just about growing mushrooms. It's about preserving a cultural legacy and adapting it for future generations. Shiitake mushrooms grow best in a specific environment that mimics their natural habitat. In Japan, the ideal place for cultivating these mushrooms is the lush, humid forest. Shiitake mushrooms thrive in areas with plenty of shade. Direct sunlight can be harmful to them, so they grow well under the canopy of trees. The dense foliage provides the right amount of cover to protect the mushrooms from harsh sunlight and keep the environment cool. Moisture is also crucial for shiitake mushrooms. The forests where they grow are usually damp and humid. This high humidity level helps the mushrooms to develop properly and prevents them from drying out. Farmers often choose locations near streams or in areas with consistent rainfall to ensure the mushrooms get enough moisture. The forest floor is rich in organic matter, which is another key factor. Shiitake mushrooms get their nutrients from decomposing wood and other organic materials. The natural forest floor provides this, making it an ideal place for them to grow. Temperature is another important factor. Shiitake mushrooms prefer cooler temperatures, typically between 50 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. This range helps them to grow steadily without becoming too hot or too cold. In summary, the perfect environment for shiitake mushrooms includes a shaded area with high humidity, ample moisture, and a cool temperature. This combination of factors helps create the ideal conditions for growing healthy and delicious shiitake mushrooms. Traditional shiitake mushroom cultivation is an art that has been perfected over centuries. The process starts with choosing the right type of wood. Japanese farmers typically use hardwood logs, especially oak, as shiitake mushrooms thrive on this kind of wood. The logs are cut to a manageable length, usually about 3 to 4 feet long. Farmers then drill small holes into the logs, spaced evenly apart. These holes are filled with 60 shiitake spores or spawn, which are tiny pieces of mycelium, the root system of the mushroom. Once the holes are filled, the logs are sealed with wax to protect the spores from contamination and moisture loss. The logs are then placed in a shaded, humid environment, such as under the canopy of trees or in specially constructed shelters. Over several months, the spores grow and spread through the log. This colonization phase is crucial as it prepares the log for fruiting. After this period, the logs are moved to an outdoor area where they are soaked in water to trigger the mushrooms to start growing. Harvesting begins when the mushrooms are mature, typically several weeks after soaking. Farmers carefully pick the mushrooms by hand to ensure they are at their best quality. In traditional methods, this was done by hand, but modern practices have introduced machines to make the process more efficient. Specialized drilling machines are now used to create precise holes in the logs. These machines ensure that the holes are evenly spaced and properly sized, which is crucial for effective inoculation and mushroom growth. While traditional methods are still widely used, modern techniques have introduced new ways to cultivate shiitake mushrooms more efficiently. One popular method is using sawdust blocks instead of logs. These blocks are made by mixing sawdust with other materials like wheat bran and water. The mixture is then sterilized to eliminate unwanted organisms. Shiitake spores are added, and the blocks are placed in climate-controlled environments that simulate the natural conditions of a forest. Indoor farming like greenhouse systems have also become common. These systems allow farmers to control temperature, humidity, and light levels precisely. This controlled environment can lead to faster growth and higher yields. Another modern technique involves using specially designed growing bags. These bags are filled with a nutrient-rich substrate and inoculated with shiitake spores. They are then placed in a controlled environment where conditions are optimized for mushroom production. These modern methods provide greater flexibility and efficiency, making it possible to grow shiitake mushrooms year-round and meet the increasing demand. The growth process of shiitake mushrooms involves several stages. It starts with the inoculation of the logs or substrate blocks with shiitake spores. Once the spores are introduced, they begin to colonize the wood or substrate, spreading their mycelium throughout. During the colonization phase, which can last several months, the mycelium grows and establishes itself. The logs or blocks are kept in a shaded, humid environment to support this growth. Once colonization is complete, the conditions are changed to encourage fruiting. For logs, this often means soaking them in water. For sawdust blocks or bags, it involves adjusting temperature and humidity levels. Fruiting is the stage where the mushrooms actually start to grow. Tiny mushroom pins appear and gradually develop into full-sized shiitake mushrooms. This stage can take a few weeks, during which the mushrooms grow rapidly. Harvesting occurs when the mushrooms reach maturity. They are picked carefully to ensure they are at their peak size and quality. Proper harvesting is important to maintain the overall health of the mushroom crop. Harvesting shiitake mushrooms is a delicate and important task. The timing of the harvest is crucial for ensuring the best quality mushrooms. Hence, it takes 2 years to grow mushrooms before harvesting. Mature shiitake mushrooms are identified by their color and cap shape. The caps should be fully expanded, but not yet starting to flatten or turn dark. This stage is when the mushrooms have the best flavor and texture. Farmers carefully pick each mushroom by hand to avoid damaging the surrounding mushrooms or the log or block. They may use a small knife or scissors to cut the mushrooms at the base. After harvesting, the mushrooms are cleaned and sorted. They are usually packaged for sale or further processing. The logs or substrate blocks are inspected to determine if they can be used for another crop or need to be replaced. Technology has significantly transformed shiitake mushroom farming. Modern tools and techniques help farmers manage their operations more effectively. One key area where technology has made an impact is environmental control. Advanced climate control systems allow farmers to maintain the ideal temperature, humidity, and light levels for optimal mushroom growth. This precision helps increase yields and improve the consistency of the mushrooms. Monitoring systems are also used to track the growth and health of the mushrooms. Sensors can provide real-time data on environmental conditions and alert farmers to any issues that need attention. Automation has also been introduced in various stages of mushroom production. This includes automated systems for inoculating substrate, managing humidity levels, and even harvesting. These technological advancements help farmers increase efficiency, reduce labor costs, and ensure high-quality mushroom production. Sustainability is a key focus in modern shiitake mushroom farming. Farmers in Japan are committed to practices that protect the environment and ensure the long-term viability of their operations. One important aspect of sustainability is the use of natural resources. Many farmers use wood from sustainably managed forests for traditional cultivation. In modern methods, substrates are often made from recycled agricultural byproducts. Waste management is also a priority. Spent logs and substrate are often repurposed or composted, reducing waste and contributing to a circular economy. Looking to the future, there is a growing emphasis on improving sustainability through innovation. This includes developing new methods to reduce resource use, enhance production efficiency, and minimize environmental impact. The goal is to continue producing high-quality Shiitake mushrooms while preserving the natural ecosystem and ensuring that future generations can benefit from this important agricultural practice. Both traditional and modern farming techniques for Shiitake mushrooms have their own set of advantages and disadvantages. Traditional methods rely on natural processes and minimal human intervention, making them environmentally friendly. Many believe that Shiitake mushrooms grown on natural logs have a richer, more authentic flavor. Preserving traditional methods maintains a connection to cultural and historical practices. Traditional farming is often more labor-intensive, requiring significant manual effort for tasks such as drilling holes and harvesting. The growth process can take longer compared to modern methods, with months needed for colonization and fruiting. Traditional methods may produce lower yields compared to modern techniques. Modern methods, such as using sawdust blocks and indoor farming, can significantly increase production efficiency and yield. Farmers can precisely control growing conditions, leading to more consistent and reliable results. Modern techniques allow for continuous production throughout the year, meeting higher market demand. Initial setup and maintenance costs for modern farming systems can be high. Some argue that mushrooms grown using modern methods may lack the depth of flavor found in traditionally cultivated shiitake. Depending on the materials and energy used, modern methods can have a higher environmental footprint. Ultimately, the choice between traditional and modern farming techniques depends on various factors, including available resources, market demands, and personal preferences of the farmers and consumers. Growing and harvesting shiitake mushrooms in Japan is a remarkable blend of tradition and modern innovation. From the ancient techniques used for centuries to the cutting-edge methods of today, it reflects the dedication and skill of Japanese farmers. This rich history and evolving technology combine to produce some of the most flavorful and nutritious mushrooms available. Shiitake mushroom farming is not just about cultivation, it's about preserving a cultural heritage and adapting to the future. Thank you for watching our documentary on Shiitake mushroom farming in Japan. If you found this video interesting, please like, share, and subscribe for more content. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so leave a comment below about what aspect of shiitake farming fascinated you the most.